Welcome back to my channel. Today's little short video is going to be about me putting on my Toolman Taylor's hat. If y'all remember that show, then you're my age. If you don't, well, don't worry about it. Toolman. So when I was making some of my bags and stuff, like my tote bags, I had to do grommets and things. Now, let me say, this is something I don't understand. Joann's and Hobby Lobby, right? I was buying grommets for the rope handle that I wanted to make for the tote bags. Now, I made the mistake of buying grommets from both Joann's and then Hobby Lobby. Do you know that they don't sell the same size? So, like, you know how some of the grommet sets, if you do grommet sets or bags, you'll understand this part. But the grommet sets come with a tool to help you, put the grommets together. But if you buy the grommets themselves from Joann's, if you go to Hobby Lobby, you say, "Oh, I'll get their extra large grommets." I was doing extra large garments. They are off by 1 millimeter, which means that the tool that you're using that you bought that came with the set at Joann's won't work properly with the ones that are at Hobby Lobby because they are either too small for the tool or 1 millimeter too big and it doesn't set right. I had to exhale. Why wouldn't it not be universal? And I do mean literally 1 millimeter throws it all off. So now I had to figure out what size my grommet tool was to then go and find some more grommets. Well, none of those worked. Okay, Joann's only sold those sizes that I need with the grommet tool. I don't need another tool. I just want the grommets. They didn't sell them that way. So I said, you know what? Oh my goodness, let me figure out something. So I had to figure out what the size of the grommets were that I got at Joann's. Figure out what those sizes were in inches and millimeters because now I'm going to Harbor Freight because no one else has it. So anyway, this video is me doing my tool shopping. So first, I had to get me a hammer because I didn't have a hammer to use for the grommet tools in the first place. So that was my first tool purchase. And then I went to Harbor Freight to get, um, they had, now remember I said the grommets that I was using that I bought from Joann's was not the size of the Hobby Lobby. So I found that the ones at Joann's were the same size as a 1/2 inch grommet. And I found them at Harbor Freight. But then again, no, I'm sorry. The ones at Joann's were a little smaller than a 1/2 inch. It was crazy. So what do I have to do? I had to go to Harbor Freight and buy their little, again, grommet tool with 1/2 inch grommets because they had it was a set that had 104 pieces in it. Couldn't pass that up. So I got 100 grommet sets in here. So because I'm afraid I won't find them again, I bought two because you never know. So I went there and did that. Now that I know that they're 1/2 inch, I can now from Amazon buy just 1/2 inch grommets and know that they're going to fit my tool. So yes, so I have technically 3 grommet tools, but that's okay. You figure out, you'll use them eventually. Okay, so that was the first tool set, and that was because of the tote bags. In a previous video, or I don't know if you're going to have it before this one, but I came up with another bag, and it was going to be like a drawstring bag, and I didn't want to use 1/2 inch grommets for that. So since I already knew Joann's and Hobby Lobby were going to be different, I went to Joann's first, and I wanted to get some smaller grommets, and I think they call them shoestring grommets. So I went to Joann's first, and they didn't really have what I was looking for. I don't remember why, but oh, they didn't have the tool. That's what it was. I wanted the tool, or maybe it was too expensive. I don't remember, but I wanted the tool. So I had to go to Walmart first, and Walmart has the eyelet press tool set with I don't know how many. Oh, 100 shoestring eyelets, right? Now, these, the bad side is, and I don't know if once I open it, it might be different, but as of right now, it doesn't tell you what the size is for the eyelets. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got eyelets that I thought maybe might be the same size, but I'm almost afraid these are bigger. Again, and Walmart doesn't sell these grommets by themselves. So I got to figure out what size these are and see if these could fit this tool. I'm just going to have to hold my breath and figure it out. So I did that, and um, I had bought some other things at Walmart and Hobby Lobby, some more thread, um, some needles, because I needed a needle to thread through my vent freshies that I'm making. So I needed another needle for that. And I guess that's it for that part of it. So now, still with my drawstring bag, um, I was going to make, I was debating about the handle for it. I know a lot of people, we can use clips and the D-rings and all that kind of stuff, and you can sew, sew the handle folded over and all that stuff. And in my mind, right now, the sewing machine that I'm using, it's not heavy duty. It's just kind of, I don't know, a basic sewing machine. And it's hard to work with it when I have to have too thick of material between the presser foot and the machine itself. So I was thinking to myself, when I make a handle, it got to be an easier way for me. And I thought, oh my God, the little snap buttons, the snap buttons that put the pieces together. I said that would be easier because that's just me snapping it together or hammering it down, whatever. And I said that would be easier than trying to sew the handle together. Plus, I don't have to worry about threads breaking or anything like that, and have somebody send it back to me, say, I bought this bag and the handle broke. So my next tool buy was, okay, so I got to make the handle. It's going to be vinyl for now. I got to be able to put a hole into the vinyl. And so I said, oh, I'll get a rotary, wait, yeah, hole punch. So Hobby Lobby, here we go. I got the hole punch so I can put the hole, put a hole in through both pieces of vinyl at the same time. And then I can put the snap piece in there and then put it together. So now let's do it again. Joann's first. I went to Joann's to see if they had a snap tool, which they did for $30. And I'm like, I said, why is it that I didn't have a coupon and get it for half off? Whatever. I said, okay. They had the snap tool, but the weird part is, um, it came with, it said what size that it could work with, but it was $30. I said, okay, you know what? Let me run down to Hobby Lobby because it's right down the street. Let me see what Hobby Lobby has and let's go there. So I go to Hobby Lobby and I find their tool for 22. Okay, cool. So I get a metal one and I'm looking at it and it says that it uses 9.5 millimeter snaps. That's the size you have to use. So I am looking at all the snaps that they have, and their snap is an 8 millimeter snap. Now you would think I should be able to put an 8 millimeter snap into the 9 millimeter slot. No, it won't work. So I said, I'm talking to one of the workers at Hobby Lobby. I said, why is it you sell a tool that uses a 9, but you don't sell 9s? I said, see, this is a problem that I run into because now I got to go somewhere else and find 9 millimeter snaps so I can use the snap tool. Why is it not universal for that store? If the tool is this, then why should the piece not fit the tool? I shouldn't have to shop at 3 different places to find something because of one thing. But as we were talking, I was telling her what I was doing, and she said, and this is before I actually picked up the hole puncher. I said, well, you know what? I need to find a hole puncher, and I think it might be in the leather section. She goes, you know what? They might also have this tool in the leather section too. I said, okay, well, I'll go back there. So I go back to the leather section, and this is when I found this tool. And while I'm standing there looking, um, while I'm standing there looking at stuff, I see these. Now remember, I said this tool uses 9.5 millimeters. These back in the leather section is 100 rivet counts and they're 9.65. Still not the right size, but I'm hoping it's going to work because it's not off by that much. And this has different attachments to use. So I'm hoping that one of these will actually fit this and I'll be able to use this. Now here's what's really crazy. This is a hundred count of rivets that I'm going to use to secure my handle to itself, right? This was back in the leather section. 100 for 99 cents. Up front, where I was in the beginning to get the tool in the original, in the sewing section of Hobby Lobby, they had a set, but it was only like what 15 or something for like $1.99 or some. It was crazy. I don't even remember now how much it was. So you're trying to tell me up in the sewing section, you get way less. It costs more, and the size doesn't fit anyway. But I go back into a different section and I get something that I think is going to work, and I get 100 of them for 99 cents. As soon as I figure out if these work, I'm going to go back and buy them out. Why? Because I'm going to be making bags. If I sell my bags and I'm going to be making handles, I want to do it the easy way. But I'm just upset that that happened. And the same thing back there also. Now, remember I said I bought this from Walmart for the shoestring um uh what are these things called? Grommets. Um I go in the leather section. Right next to the rivets are these eyelets again, and these are 6 millimeters eyelets, which is what I wanted from the go. I don't know. These are too big for this, but I do have another tool that I had from before. Remember I said I bought some before that I had the wrong size grommets and stuff. Well, here we go. I haven't checked to make sure, but I bet you these fit my other rivet tool set that I have. And again, 100 count. But in the sewing section, they only come in, like I said, 10s, 15s, or 8s. It's weird to me how in the same store, different sections, they have almost the same thing and they sell them this way. Again, 99 cents. So when I go to try to make this drawstring bag, if I find that my other tool fits these, I'm going to go and buy these out in the leather section of Hobby Lobby. Why waste money getting, even online, getting 100 of them? You're not going to get them from 99 cents. So Yeah, if you use rivets, these are the shoestring size, I think. I think they, like I said, 6 millimeter. Go in the leather section and find them. Rivets, go in the leather section to find them. I don't know why they can't be universal. If it's one price in the same section, why is it in the sewing section it costs more? See, that's not cool, because most of us come in to sewing, fabric, thread, you know, rulers, whatever. But in the same store, in a different area, you got the same thing. Okay, I get it. Different manufacturers, but come on, be universal. If it's going to, why not have these in the sewing section? It doesn't say leather. It doesn't say Ford leather. It just says eyelets. So why not have them in the sewing section so we can maximize? We're going to come back. We're going to always shop there. So Hobby Lobby, come on. Anyway, I'm done ranting. I'm done. That was my Toolman Taylor imitation. Ha! Yeah, I remembered. Of me getting my tools I needed for my projects. So thanks for sitting here and listening to me rant a little bit. As always, dare to be different.